not here to do more than I need to do at my position. He's already told us out of his own mouth that he's going to just do his job. He's not the type that's going to carry the team. And what Mike McDaniel need is a carrier, or he needs the whole team to save him. He needs the whole team.
Hold on. Are you telling me that if Tua Tagovailoa gives this team a 2023 Tua Tagovailoa performance, that he's not saving everybody?
He's not the one, because the same result as 2023.
Everybody on offense that's going to do this, not just Tua.
All I asked the question from you two gentlemen, y'all, so whoever need to tag whoever to talk. If Tua Tagovailoa delivers the exact same season he had in 2023, does he save everybody's job?
No.
Why?
I reject the way you're phrasing the question, because it's not all about Tua, which is the point I have made consistently.
I'm not arguing that.
Okay.
McDaniel, and this was if Tua could save him. No, I don't think Tua can. And another thing, Tua does owe him saving, though.
Yes, he does.
Because he saved Tua.
I would agree with that. And which is why I think that Tua can save him. I think Tua is, if you know the Samoan people and you know the Samoan culture, there is a huge thing about loyalty. And I think a lot of what's going on right now are people are not loyal to Mike McDaniel, and then Tua is not going to be loyal to you.
Does he deserve the loyalty?
Who does Mike deserve the loyalty?
Yeah.
Absolutely, because he got Tua $244 million.
No, not from Tua. The people who aren't being loyal.
Jaylen Waddle owes him a lot of loyalty. Tyreek owes him a lot of loyalty.
Does Waddle owe him? I mean, was that not coming anyway?
He got him paid.
Was that not going to happen anyway?
Last night,
Ramsey had to take a pay cut. Ramsey had to take a pay cut when he came to Miami, and Miami got him back.
What?
Ramsey had to take a pay cut. Ramsey went to $15 million a year. He was a $20 million a year player. When he came to Miami, he went to.
Didn't take a pay. Hold on, I'm going to check that. Jaylen Waddle, by the way, TD led the NFL in yards per reception under Mike McDaniel's first year.
Jaylen Waddle, he deserves. Jaylen Waddle deserves loyalty.
I just thought he was going to get paid anyway.
Who, Waddle?
Yeah.
Okay, if you hadn't given Waddle a contract, and I don't want to do this, I don't want it to become viral, but if you hadn't given Waddle a contract and he was playing on his fifth-year option, are we looking at Jaylen Waddle going into this season getting a $100 million deal?
Yeah, it's the quarterback market.
I said Jaylen Waddle.
It's the market, yes.
The market is the market.
Yes, he still would have gotten paid, and we know he already showed years before he could put up 1,000. Another team with another quarterback who doesn't have to come back, rush 40 yards down the field. Let's get Waddle.
I remember when, I don't know what team was coming out. Poupard will correct me. What team was like allegedly interested in Jaylen Waddle? And supposedly, Chris Greer said, I wouldn't accept the deal even if it was for a first-round pick. And I thought to myself, you sound crazy.
Are you that? Do you look at Waddle like that? I wouldn't take a first for Waddle.
Tell me what game he's taken over and dominated.
Well, let's look at the circumstance, Omar. I mean, when you force feeding one guy and then, come on, have we not seen on film Waddle raising his hand 25 yards down the field like, I'm up, and just shake his head and walk back? This is stuff I notice on film at least.
Yeah. That's because you watch film, huh? That's what you're trying to say?
Well, I ain't no good at evaluating it, so, it is what it is. But you sound down on Waddle.
Huh?
You sound like Waddle's a second-tier official to you.
No, I like Jaylen. I've never seen Jaylen dominate a practice like I've seen Tyreek dominate a practice. Have you, Poupard?
He had a couple of signature games. He had the Jets game in 2023 when Tyreek was on. He had one last year where he had a very good game. But do we look at Waddle as a clear number one wide receiver or a high end number two?
Solo by himself, I look at him as a number one. I just thought that he was rising until they got Tyreek, and it was like, let me play my role.
He was a slot receiver before they got Tyreek.
Yeah.
And I would make this argument, and Pupar can back me up on this. I don't think Jaylen Waddle is a bad receiver. I've just rarely seen him dominate. When Tyreek shows up, Tyreek will be like, I want to dominate today and do it. Show me the time when Jaylen Waddle says, I want to dominate today and does it.
I remember doing like practice reports, and a lot of times like nobody could cover Tyreek. Nobody could cover Tyreek. And I don't recall many times writing that about Waddle.
I don't know, man. I just think it's cute because
I think if Waddle got the same caliber of attention as Tyreek, he'd be invisible.
This is wild to me, man. Didn't he put up 1,400 yards one season? Am I tripping?
Yeah, that was with Tyreek.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Is he a Pro Bowler?
I mean, I don't look at that anymore because look at how many good ones in the league now. I mean, come on. Put it like this. Waddle is better at his position amongst his peers in the league than Tua is at his position.
About the same. About the same. Upper echelon, back of the top tier, top 15, 20. I mean, there are more wide receivers than there are. Percentage-wise, yeah, maybe Waddle's better percentage-wise at his position, but
only thing I don't like about Waddle is the drop sometimes. So
still going.
Kind of an important part of playing wide receiver.
Yeah. And nobody notices, but he's been injured
a lot,
a substantial amount during his career. Not to say that it's his fault.
He lived
but
with a limp.
I love the way he fought back from a knee injury because people don't realize he played the ending portion of the season hurt.
Man.
But it's I'm not saying he's a bad receiver, but I've always said this, and Poupard knows my position on this. You gave up Jamar Chase for Jaylen Waddle. And other things.
You gave up Penei Sewell for Penei Sewell. That's the pick.
No, Jamar Chase wasn't the pick. You'd have the best wide receiver.
Penei Sewell, the best right tackle in the NFL.
Hold on. Chase was on the board when Waddle was there?
No,
I thought Chase went right before.
If they would have stayed if they would have kept them behind where they were, they could have took Jamar Chase, no issues.
Hold on. We traded out that year?
Yeah.
Yes. 3
Where
to
were we?
6.
Traded out, then traded back.
I forgot all about that. We were at 3, and we could have had Chase.
But TD, even at 6, after going 3 to 12 to 6, they could have had Penei Sewell.
Hey, forget that. We could have had Chase. Oh, my God. Hey, listen. No, but I think he's the best receiver in the league.
Jamar Chase is the best receiver.
Yeah, I think he's the best receiver in the league.
And everybody knew that. Everybody knew that was coming.
Yeah, people saying it's Justin Jefferson, all that. That's the highlight stuff. All around receiver, route running. When the 3rd and 11, you need that comeback on the outside. This your guy. Man, we could have had Chase.